We welcome you to our meaningful meditation for this coming Sunday, April 14th. It will be the third Sunday of Easter as we are living in these 50 days of the Easter season. Remember, it's not just a day, it's a season. And throughout this time together, we'll be thinking about the importance of how we as Easter people connect with God on a daily basis, not just on Sundays or Wednesday nights, but that this is really a part of our day-to-day existence, is thinking about how we have this opportunity to be in partnership with God, that God is at the root and foundation of everything that we do. And there's a beautiful text in the New Testament, very small book. You may not have paid much attention to it, and it's the book of First John, chapter 3. And at the beginning of that chapter, John is telling us that indeed we are the beloved children of God, that we live in this time in which God's grace is always available to us, and that our goal should always be to follow the example that Christ gives to us. And I think where it really hits home for me is this whole idea of how God is always depended on for our strength, and we go to God for grace and forgiveness to know that that peace that comes to us, which is all very true and very helpful in our time as we navigate the ups and downs of life. But the question becomes, how ready are we then to extend that same kind of grace and love and forgiveness to other people, and to believe in the goodness that people have within them? We know there's all sorts of different influences in our culture that can get people off track. And so, what can we do to be mindful of how we can be helpful to people, and even if people disappoint us or discourage us, for us to be able to love them in those times and to encourage them and to be present to them. So it definitely takes a lot of team effort in order to do this. Why God created the church is that we can help each other through those times in which it might be hard, to be hopeful and to have that sense of goodness. And we need to be good to ourselves, to take care of ourselves, as well as looking around us and how we can connect all those dots of care and compassion for those people that we live with and are perhaps easy to love, and then also thinking about those people in our life where there are some difficult relationships, and we especially need God's grace for us and to extend that grace to other people. So we will be looking into that further this Sunday, and hope that you'll join us. We are having a beautiful day here in Michigan as the breezes are blowing. Spring is all around us, and we hope that you'll come join us this Sunday. In addition to our time together of music and our sermon, we will also be welcoming in our new members, which is always an exciting time together. And so hope you'll be here to be a part of that on this April 14th. And then the next Sunday on April 21st, just want to make sure you note on your calendar that we will be having our children and youth musical in the service, and it's called Creation, as we think about Earth Day, which is the next day. So want to make sure that you have that on your calendar of things coming up in April. Also, two fun things to think about on April 27th, we have our UPC Road Rally, which is a great fun scavenger hunt time with teams. And we'll meet here at 2:30 for our time for directions, and then set out to do our scavenger hunt between 3 and 5. And then we come back here at 5 o'clock for dinner together and prizes, and everything wraps up around 6 o'clock. So if you can join us, please let us know. You can register on our website or call into the church office. And then looking way ahead to May, we are going out to Jimmy John's Field for a baseball game on May 18th. It's a Saturday night, and that will start at 5:30. And our children's choir, Greater Oakland Singers, will be singing the national anthem that night, and those tickets are $15, and you can get them either in person here at the church, pay for your tickets, or you can do that online as well. So some things for your calendar as we live together in community, and grateful for all the ways that you support us. And we'll hope to see you this Sunday at 10 a.m. here in our sanctuary, or you can always join us for our live stream. So peace and goodness. I want to end with a beautiful quote from Anne Lamott. She is a great author and teacher. She has a new book that's coming out tomorrow called Somehow. And in that book, she talks about goodness. And she says that goodness is always the last at bat. So for you baseball fans, think about how that power of that thought of how goodness is always there, and really wins out. And so let's focus in on that goodness of God and also the goodness that we have within us to live this life together. So peace for your journey, and we'll see you Sunday.